Well, Retro Rec Room, so long, and we didn't even get to know you. But thanks for the memories. Now let's see what I got. Hello. Like I said, like I had in the opening, rest in peace, Retro Rec Room. I know it's been a little while in the making for me. I've been, after not getting known out was a big part of my pickups every month. I just got around to it. I went on vacation, did some other stuff with my other hobbies. This is one of my secondary hobbies. It is very important to me, but not as important as some of my other stuff I do. So I love gaming. So let's get into what I have picked up. And with Retro Rec Room no longer being around, I'm kind of taking the same amount that I was spending on that and some other stuff, and actually going after the stuff that I am trying to collect for, which is Sega Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, and PSP. Here we go. First thing is something I got off of eBay. Army Men Sarge's Heroes. I love these games on other platforms. I actually got this well below price charting prices. It's in pretty good shape. Little damage on the surface of the jewel case, a little scraped up. Probably have to get this resurfaced a little bit. It has got a little scuffing, but no deep scratches or anything, and there's no surface damage. So I have tested it. It plays, but no issues. I just put it in to make sure it runs. My next up is I went to a gaming store about an hour from me. I actually went to two. One of them I probably won't go to anymore because great if you're doing some of last generation stuff like Xbox 360, PS3. They had nice specials going on, and they got a ton of games for those. Even, all the way down Wii, a little bit of Wii U, but Wii, they got big titles. I picked up some good Wii games in there. But like for the older generation stuff, they're just a little lacking on. So I didn't pick up anything in there. But another game the store I went to, they don't have a huge selection of anything. They're kind of a hodgepodge of video games, movies. They do a lot. I think they make their money off of vaping. They do sell a lot of consoles in there. Almost, my PS1 took a poo on me, so and my PS2. I think I told you about the PS1. My PS2, while playing Resident Evil, died on me. Motor just went kapooey. Took it out, cleaned it. Motor shot in it. But anyway, whatever makes the thing spin. So whatever, I know that's a technical term, thing to spin. So I've been kind of looking for one of those, but I'm not going to pay outrageously for it. And I think they're going for around $50. So I'm trying to find one on Goodwill Shopping or, my marketplace on Facebook. But anyway, back to what we're here for. Sega Dreamcast game I picked up from this place. They had buy two, get your third one free. So when I do that, I go after a little bit pricier titles. And then when I got up to the register, they had 10% off those titles as well. So I ended up paying for the three games the price for just above what the big game was worth. So I'll go over Soul Reaver, Legacy and Kain Soul Reaver. Again, I saw this actually when I got home. I saw a price. It wasn't crazy, so I didn't bother looking at it. I do go on price charting, and it was below price charting. But man, what it's going for on eBay, holy cow, it was way below that. So I was happy with that. The back is perfect. Of course, they refurbish it there. It doesn't look refurbished though. And then I got Chicken Run, which I really don't know much. I have seen Legacy and Kain games before, so I think I'm really going to enjoy that game. Again, I haven't checked it out. I just actually got these over the weekend. It's the first time I've really had any time since last month to go out hunting for games. Chicken Run. Actually, I've seen this in there a couple of times. It's complete. I try to get complete as much as I possibly can when I go to stores. And the back is perfect. The front is perfect. This game is in perfect condition. And this was about the price of price charting on that one. And this one, I love the box art. Again, I can't believe people threw away boxes. It's called Galahad, and on the back it says A Real Nightmare. It's a Sega game for the Sega Genesis. Now this one, box is seen, it's been beat up, and it was not complete. Now this one was pricey. It was more than price charting, and I've been watching a lot of Retro Mikey here lately because he's been doing a lot of buying, like and coming up with these ideas of like, if price charting has that and it's not pristine, then you should be getting it cheaper. And I took that into consideration, and I walked around the store several times, and when I found out that the 2 for 3, I get one game for free, I kind of took that into an account, and not paying shipping, handling, and all of that. I was a little disappointed it was missing the manual. So if anybody out there knows of a manual for this, I have never seen this game before, but I love the box art, which, back in the day, that's what you bought games for. When you bought an Atari 2600, you bought it for the box art, not the game, because the game was going to be pixelated. You just knew. But I am very interested. I have not had a chance, but I'm ready to fire this up and check it out. It looks very interesting. It looks like some side scrolling with some RPG, and it looks very, very interesting. Again, Galahad, and that was pricey for being a Sega Genesis game. I was happy to get that one. And then here's my 2 games that I kept from the last Retro Rec Room. Link's Crossbow Trainer, which was free. They had it $10, and this is just a callback to the Retro Rec Room. And if y'all go back and look at my first video, I called it at the end of that video. I said I love this subscription box, but I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep this up at this level. And I was impressed that they stopped doing it before it got to VGM level. And I was thinking about going back to VGM, but I'd rather get these type of titles and get more complete in box games than I am where VGM is a lot of just fillers, and even those games are not complete in box a lot of times. You can tell they're buying older games from the companies that were never sold, and they're doing a lot of that in their boxes, which is fine. I might go back to it eventually, because just opening up that box once a month was fun. And I'm not knocking the company, but I would rather go out and buy complete games that I want, or at least in box, maybe missing a manual. But I guarantee you, I would have never got Galahad in box from VGM, because I think this one game costs about as much as the VGM subscription box. So also kept Resident Evil. I like Resident Evil. And I'm going to come out clean here. I love the Zelda, and I love Resident Evil. And I can tell you, I like a lot of newer Resident Evil, better gameplay than the older Resident Evil gameplay. So that keeps me in it. But I think I like Resident Evil more for the movies. I'm one of the people that actually like the Resident Evil movies. And the gameplay is good. Some of the wheel and things like that was before its time, and it's real clunky how the menus work. You just got to remember you're playing an older game. And also with Zelda, I had to stop Breath of the Wild. I got so frustrated with it. The frustration overwhelmed the gameplay for me, and I had to stop. I am a type of person, if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. And it's just not fun. But man, do I love the game, the actual story, and the visuals, beautiful. So it's not something I'm going to give up on. I still got a ton of older Zelda games I haven't played. But I think I'm still thinking, now for that game, the original game, I love the original game, the dungeon crawling and all of that. But yeah, the Breath of the Wild kind of got on. I got tired of having to find a new weapon after I swung my sword 5 times and broke it. So, and also I can't remember the name of the shooter game, but a buddy of mine for the Sega Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and I meant to remember the name, and I can't remember, but I did keep that one too. My buddy bought that from me, so his kids are loving it. He's loving it, and that was a good shooter. I'm just not a shoot 'em up type of guy, and I'm not collecting for the Super NES at this moment. But as you can see, when I went out and got what I wanted, I got the Dreamcast and I got the Sega Genesis. I looked at some PSP stuff, and really, that's my third on the list. So it's got to be a game that I really want, and that's what I picked up in the past. The Castlevania, Ghosts and Goblins, Capcom Greatest Hits, stuff like that. I really, really want for PSP. I enjoy playing it. So that if I see those, I pick them up. But yeah, I'm trying to get that Sega Dreamcast first and Genesis probably second for completing. And just after that, I don't know where I'll go from there. And it's going to be a slow move, just to let you know before I end this, it's going to be a slow moving thing. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a month on gaming. If it's just talking, one of them just, hey, this is what's going on in my gaming life. Maybe bring up one game I've purchased or something, or that I'm playing. Right now, I'm back to New Dawn, Far Cry. Trying to finish that. I finished Days Gone, people. If you played it and you get tired of the grind, stick with it. The ending is worth it. You kind of see it coming, but you can tell they're setting up for a next one. So I'm looking forward to that, and I was impressed with that game. The more I played it, the more the story got better, more compelling. I won't go into any of it. I don't want to give anything away. I don't know how well the game sold. There was a lot of people the night that I bought it. But yeah, it was a fun game. I didn't do everything, the quests. I stopped with the hordes. It was just too much of a grind once I got the story completed. I killed 2 more hordes, and that I didn't kill, and I still have 30 of them, I think. That was just too much for me. But let me know what you think about Days Gone. That was an interesting game for me. If you played it, let me know what you're playing right now. tell me what, if you play Sega Dreamcast, what games you think I should pick up for that. Be on the lookout for Sega Genesis. I've never played Galahad. Let me know if you played that. I'm probably going to get into it tonight and play a little bit of it. So hopefully I'll have a take. Maybe that'll be my next one, is go over some gameplay of some of the older stuff. And haven't got my Elgato yet. So when I get that, hopefully I can have gameplay footage for you. And we can talk about the games a little bit more. So with that being said, get those controllers out. Get to playing. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and please share with a friend. See ya!